Hey everybody, welcome back. This is Chris with another episode of Project Side Hustle Millionaire. On this channel, we're going to take $10 and turn it into $1 million. Now in this episode, this is my first and only leaf job that I've ever done. Next year I'm going to do more. This is the first time for me. It's a $350 leaf job. Basically, I'm blowing it to the bottom of the property. The other estimates came in at around $700. That was just to blow the leaves. Removal was additional. In this particular property, the leaves get blown all the way down to the bottom and they're just left. So there's no removal this year. I do want to be up front and let you know that this is a family member, so I came in at a little bit less for a couple reasons. But the biggest reason for the discount was they are family. Now, when other people do this job to remove this amount of leaves, the estimates that we got is it looks like it takes two guys about 3.5 hours to complete. 3.5 hours times two guys means about 7 man hours. It did take me only 3 hours to do this, which at $115 an hour, that's still great money for me while giving my family members a half price discount. Now, I also used the customer's leaf blower. Again, it's family. I use their leaf blower because I don't have one. I will be picking up 2 or 3 for next year. They also provided 3 gallons of gas and 3 containers of oil. It's a 2-cycle engine. So they provided that for me. I did not come out of pocket for that. So the gasoline and the oil was between $15 and $18, and all that was between that and using their leaf blower was why I did the job for, $350 less than the other guys. So the reason it took them 7 man hours was that their blowers, most of these $300, $400 backpack blowers, only move between 450 to say 600 is the volume of airflow, the CFMs. The blower that I actually used is the Echo 9010. It's a monster. You can pick them up for around $600 or $700 online, but this blower has a CFM rating of 1,000. So these other blowers that are 400, 500, this one's coming in at right at 1,000. It's moving 2 times the volume of leaves, so it's twice as fast, but you're able to charge the same amount for the job of removing whatever leaves you're working on. Now the size of the area in this video, it's not perfectly square. It was blown last year, so there's no matted down leaves, not a whole bunch of layers, but the size of this area is 1 acre. You can tell if the leaves were removed the prior year by kicking over in a couple spots. Move the leaves with your foot. If it was wet, if it was matted down, if it had been multiple years and they wanted it taken down to dirt, obviously you would charge more. In this case, it was done last year. I knew it wouldn't take long. The first time the leaves were actually removed from this acre of property, it took 72 man hours, but that was just a regular backpack blower you get at Lowe's or Home Depot. It was a lower powered, lower CFM Echo model. If you were to do it today with the Echo 9010, this leaf blower could tackle the same job in half the amount of time due to it moving twice as much volume of air. So this particular job is going to be done every year. It's going to take 3 hours per visit. It's going to be $350. Again, this is family, but now they're going to be a customer. It's actually my parents' home. They're getting to an age where they don't want to do this or tackle this anymore. They want it done 3 times a year, so it'll be $1,050. So I'm pretty excited about that. What I'm more excited about is if I bring a helper next year, say me and one person, then it cuts it from a 3-hour job down to a 1.5-hour job, assuming you have 2 blowers. Due to the travel time, I'll probably end up paying the helper 2 hours. 2 hours times $20 is $40. The fuel will be the same, 18 to 20 bucks, for a total expense of $60. Now, if I'm charging $350, that means that I'm going to work an hour and a half, and I'm going to make $290. Like I said, this is my first and only customer of the year. Again, it's just family. However, while I was out blowing these leaves, a neighbor actually came over and asked me for an estimate on doing his leaves. I told him, I said, I won't be doing this until next year. It's too late in the season. We're already into January, and we basically came to a price based on what he had paid before. I gave him a price of $400 to blow his leaves, $300 to remove the leaves, and charged him a $50 dump fee. The $50 dump fee is what the landfill is going to charge me when I take him over there. So in about 2.5 to 3 hours, I could net somewhere between $500 and $600 on this job. Now, I'm not going to do it this winter, but it's actually going to be the fall of 2022, and I was about $150 cheaper. Now, I went over and helped him for 30 minutes for free. He was just finishing up the last of his backyard. By the time we got done, he was like, look, Chris, I want you to come back over here next year. He said, I like to have it done 3 times, once around the 1st of November, once around the 1st of December. He said, once all the leaves are off the trees. He said, the end of December or January, I want it done for the final 3rd time. So that customer, just picking up that customer is around $1,600, $1,900 maybe close to $2,000. While we were having this conversation and blowing leaves, the neighbor on the other side saw me interacting with him, came over. I gave him an estimate. 2-time leaf removal, $800 a pop is $1,600. I went and knocked on the lady's door across the street because they told me that she was elderly. It looks like I'll be removing her leaves 3 times next year at $350 a piece, and she's on about 1 acre square. So 2 of the houses I can actually blow the leaves into the woods. 2 of the houses I'm going to have to blow the leaves to a point where I can then get them, remove them either on a tarp or with a debris loader or whatever. So fall of 2022, it looks like I've already got about $5,500 lined up in business, for leaf blowing and leaf removal. And like I said, 2 yards are just blown into the woods. That's easy. The 2 yards that they want them removed is a problem for me because I only have a car. I've got no way to haul them off. I'm going to need a truck or a trailer or both. A trailer by itself is around $3,000. I'm going to have to get 2 or 3 leaf blowers because I want to have a backup if it's me and one other guy to tackle these jobs. So that's going to be between $1,800 and $2,500. Each one of those Echoes 9010s runs about $600 or $700. So even if I get the trailer and even if I get the leaf blower or the truck and the leaf blowers, that's going to run about $5,500 minimum, and that's if I'm making a truck payment and don't pay for it outright. So all that's going to do is break even, which means I need more customers, and it's time to start focusing on customer acquisition, and I'll have to do some advertising leading up to next fall. But the real problem is I need $5,500 before I do the first job. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to break down that $5,500 extra that I need. I've got about 8 months to get there. You divide $5,500 by 7, 8, 9 months, you're looking around $700 a month. So over the next couple videos, I'm going to work to generate that $700 a month that I need in order to have the equipment I need by the time I tackle these jobs next year.